student can bring their spouses or dependent only if the course which is funded by the government or a PhD level course. This is the changes come from the next year. Student can from now on switch to skilled worker visa only if they complete their course. So because the net migration goes up, the government is struggling to reduce it. Government failed to run the plan in the code. So government is trying to find the loopholes how they can stop migration, reduce the migration, and the only victim is student, international student. We have seen this in previously 2012, where first time the post-study work permit was closed. Fortunately, because of the Brexit, there is shortage of worker in the UK. Government introduced again the post-study work permit. The reason was government was under pressure from the university. The university was empty for international student. University was struggling for finance because the main source of finance of the university is international student. Now, when the student come, the university realize actually many of the or majority of the student are not continuing their course. Either they are switching to skilled worker visa or seek asylum or switch to another visa. So that's why government, the university again attempt to lobby to the government, and now the government changed the rules that if you come to the UK for higher education study, you can't switch to a skilled worker visa unless you complete your course. So that rule has already in application. So you can't switch visa unless you complete your course. In terms of dependent visa, that will come from the next year. So those who are already in student visa, or those who will start their course from September, they will able to bring their spouses, whether husband or wife, and their children as a dependent until January. Those who will start course until, but those who will start their course from the January, they will not able to bring their dependent children or their spouse or husband or wife unless they do a course which is funded by the government or they're doing a PhD level course. There are lots of changes on human rights and asylum. I know many students claiming asylum and human rights claim. Actually, in my opinion, if you come to the UK on a student visa, your claim asylum is not a good prospect or merit that they will grant you asylum. Accordingly, if you spend only a year in the UK, it is unlikely you can establish any rights under a European Convention on Human Rights. So before make asylum claim or human rights claim, please speak to a reputed lawyer or law firm and make a decision whether this is a right decision for you. Thank you for today.